Hey, learners, get your somas ready to sprout new dendrites. We're going to take a deep dive into the language of learning again, but this time we're doing it teacher style. For most of you, school started off as exciting and fun way back when you were in kindergarten. Over the years, however, you likely grew to think that school was just something you had to do, and now that you're older, you're just not that into it. Except for hanging out with your friends, of course. One main reason for feeling that way for many of you is that you just don't see the point. It doesn't seem relevant to you in your life, and you just end up being overwhelmed with a bunch of stuff to do. Am I right? Am I right?
In
This is
1930,
what our
the
teachers try
Republican-controlled
hard
House of
to avoid.
Representatives, in an effort to alleviate the effects of the the Great Depression, passed the the tariff bill, the Hawley-Smoot Tariff Act, which raised or raised tariffs in an effort to collect more revenue for the federal government. Did it work? Anyone? Anyone know the effects? It did not work, and the United States sank deeper into the Great Depression. Today, we have a similar debate over this. Anyone know what this is, class? Anyone? Anyone? Anyone seen this before? The Laffer curve. Anyone know what this says? It says that at this point on the revenue curve, you will get exactly the same amount of revenue as at this point. This is very controversial. Does anyone know what Vice President Bush called this in 1980? Anyone? Something DOO economics.
I'm going to let you in on a little secret. Teachers can feel just as overwhelmed with all of the content they need to teach, things they have to think about, organize, and accomplish than what you might imagine. Most teachers take on the stress of teaching because they're passionate about learning and want to help you be as successful as possible while becoming passionate about something that you love and find interesting yourself. In order to focus and be the best they can be for you, teachers plan lessons in very specific ways that ensure the highest probability that you'll be fully engaged in learning and want more. This focus for success starts with some academic language that will be important for you to learn so that you don't have to wait to accelerate your focus. After all, most secondary teachers see around 100 students every single day, making it impossible to address each of your individual needs. So, let's learn the language of learning so that you can begin to take charge of your own destiny. So here's what you need to know. All schools have a two-part purpose as the foundation of everything that they do. First and foremost, a school's job is to take care of your social and emotional learning by providing you with a safe and collaborative environment. This includes setting school and classroom expectations, establishing social contracts for how we want to treat each other, building positive relationships, and following protocol for consequences when rules are broken. The second purpose, academic learning, is likely the one that you think of first when you think of schools. But any academic learning would be impossible if schools were not safe and collaborative places. Academic learning involves all of the subjects and skills that teachers teach to help you become a successful learner and high achiever. Additionally, teachers strive to help you find your passion so that you're motivated to learn more about it. Knowing that no academic learning could take place without first creating a safe and collaborative environment, teachers focus every year on three major goals for every student. They are ensuring that all students will develop self-awareness and self-management skills to achieve school and life success, to ensure all students will use social awareness and interpersonal skills to establish and maintain positive relationships, and to ensure that all students will demonstrate decision-making skills and responsible behaviors in personal, school, and community contexts. These goals are ongoing, and success toward them enables success in all academic goals. And now for the tough part. There are so many aspects to effective teaching and learning that thousands of books have been written about the subject. It's impossible to know all facets of learning, but research tells us that there are a few things that all effective schools, classrooms, and teachers do. So here are the top 5 things that effective teachers clearly communicate to all students every day to ensure the highest potential for connecting neurons and growing dendrites. There will be a quiz on this, so turn your brain on. No, really, there really is going to be a quiz on this. For each and every student, each and every day, effective teachers clearly communicate, number one, what students should know and be able to do by the end of a lesson or unit. Number two, why it is important for them to know and be able to do it. Number three, how difficult it may be to learn the new content and skills. Number four, how students will know when they have successfully met their targets. And number five, what skills and strategies they can use if they're struggling to meet the target. Now, there's a lot of information about what effective teachers in general do to set the stage for learning every day in their classrooms. Before your brain explodes with declarative memory information, your assignment is to get out a piece of paper and draw a picture, diagram, or flowchart summarizing the information from this video in a way that makes sense to you and helps you to remember the basics. There will be house points for the most informative and most creative representations from each grade level. Take your time and feel free to finish your diagram summary at home if you like. Your advisory teacher will provide you the link if you want to watch the video again. All diagrams must be submitted to your advisory teacher in your advisory tomorrow to be included in the contest. See you tomorrow as we begin to look more closely at each of the 5 things effective teachers communicate daily. Now, go make someone happy. If their hearts are filled, their minds will be open for business.